everybody, I'm Erin and this is Waiting Moose and this is my cat Bailey. Woo, Bailey. I want to start a new tradition and it is going to be a Wind Up Wednesday. Or, it's not Wednesday. Weekend Wind Up. That's my plan. Weekend Wind Up. I haven't cracked this bottle yet and I promise I haven't had anything to drink. It just sounds like I have. This one is from Costco because I'm totally all about the expensive booze. This is from Rosemount Estates, and it is their 2014 Traminer Riesling blend. This is an Australian wine. Last weekend, I was going to get a haircut, and I drive quite a distance to get my haircut because I get it cut by an old friend of mine. We sit around, we visit. She does a fantastic job cutting my hair. She put some highlights in. I don't know if you can see them. I got some red, I got some copper. It looks awesome. I left my hairdresser. I was leaving, I was on the highway, and there was an accident up ahead and traffic stopped. I stopped. The guy behind me didn't. This is one of my bruises from the accident. I was rear-ended. I was pushed into the vehicle in front of me. I was really glad I was not driving my car. I was driving a bigger vehicle because my car would have been, like one of my coworkers said, an accordion between two big pickup trucks. I was a significant distance from home. It took my husband quite a while to come and get me. I was stuck standing on the side of the highway for, an hour and a half. I've got bruises on my stomach that my husband looks at and flinches, and he's not the flinchy type of guy. He's the type of guy that has a chainsaw scar. I was planning to have a weekend wind up last weekend, and I was gonna film it after I got my haircut with my fantastic new haircut because it always looks so good when she's done with it. And I was going to pre-tape some of my Vlogmas videos. I got home, so it took an hour and a half for my husband to come get me. It took about the same amount of time for the tow truck to get there. I was supposed to go to a coworker's 40th birthday party. We were supposed to go to Banff on Sunday to go see a jazz trio play music from the Charlie Brown Christmas movies. If you're old enough, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not that old, seriously look up the Peanuts Christmas movies because they're the best. They're better than anything else out there. We were down to one vehicle. We didn't get our rental until Tuesday. I'm whining. I feel like I'm just totally Wednesday actually. I don't remember really. I think it's Thursday. I don't know what day it is this week. So that was the way my week went last weekend. I did nothing but sit on the couch and go, oh my god, my back hurts. Good news, my back does not hurt anymore. I've had zero problems with that. I've had no neck problems, no head problems. I've got bruises and that's it. And I really consider myself lucky for that. The vehicle is completely replaceable. I don't care. I am so glad that nobody was seriously injured in the accident. Not the guy driving the vehicle behind me, not the guy in front of me. I felt so bad for the kid, the young guy that actually ran into me. He felt so bad. I think he might have even had a bit of shock going on. He got to visit with the ambulance attendants for a little bit. His airbag went off. It was not good. Work's just been a little stressful. I've got a big project going on, which has not been a lot of fun, and I got to go into a meeting with my boss and my boss's boss to try to justify an expenditure on software, and I was not prepared. We pretty much got told to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. I did not look great in that meeting. I did not make my boss look good in that meeting. It was not good. So I haven't done a lot of reading. I've done a lot of listening to audiobooks only because that has been super relaxing for me. I can do it on the bus, I can do it wherever. So this week I've listened to, one second. I've read one book. I should talk to you about the one book I read. It was an advanced reader copy from NetGalley of Escape to Havana, and it was written by Nick Wilkshire. I was a little nervous about it. It's a first in a series. It starts out set in Canada. This guy is at his Christmas party with his wife. They're a part of the whole diplomatic scene in Ottawa. And if you can hear squeaking, it's my dog playing with his squeaky ball. You get sucked into the story very quickly because the first thing that happens basically is he's at the Christmas party with his wife and he and a bunch of other people are doing a tour of this diplomatic residence, and they walk in on this guy's wife sleeping with another man. So that's how the book starts out. He goes and he requests a foreign posting to get away from Ottawa, get away from his wife. He is the talk of the town. because his wife and he both worked for the government. He ends up in Havana, Cuba. It's just a really cool and interesting book. I just thought it was really good. I thought it was really well done. I really liked the characters. I say this a lot. You're going to hear this a lot, especially with cozy mysteries. There's not a lot to say without giving away the plot. I really liked the characters. I thought most of the story was believable. I felt like a lot of it hinged on one decision. Well, basically the whole book hinges on one decision. Had he made a different decision at that time, none of the book would have happened. I liked it. I had no trouble reading it. I felt compelled to read it actually to find out what was going on. And I look forward to more because I believe there's going to be more in this series, and I feel like he's in Russia in the next one. So it's going to be interesting watching the whole diplomatic thing play out around the world. So you get a bunch of different settings. I was excited about that. That's one of the books I read this week. That was the only book I actually physically read this week. Oh, no, that's a lie. I also read Better Late Than Never by Jen McKinley. I talked about that in my November wrap-up. I really liked it. I gave it a really high score, and at the end, I wasn't done reading it when I filmed my November wrap-up, but I am done reading it now, and I thought it was really, really good. She did not disappoint me, and I gave it 4 stars. Now we're going to get into the 2 books that I listened to this week. I listened to, first of all, Bury the Hatchet by Peg Cochran. I gave this one 3 stars. I believe that's more of a flaw with me, so we'll consider it 3.5. This is the second book in the Cranberry Cove series. I did not read the first one yet. I should do this every time. My apologies if I get less coherent as this goes on. Bury the Hatchet. I thought it was really well done. I did like the characters. I liked the setting. I liked the story. In this one, it's set in a town called Cranberry Cove, but I don't know what state that's in. New England area somewhere. The mayor of this town has decided in order to bring some tourism into the town after Christmas, he would host this event called the Winter Walk. The businesses would participate, and they'd have a parade, and they'd do all these winter-themed things. And the town did get behind it, and it was great. The day of the parade, the mayor is found dead. The main character in the book, her name's Monica. Her mother and her stepmother are both suspected of the murder because they were both dating him. They didn't know it until after he was dead that they were both dating the same man, but they were. She sets off to prove both women innocent, as in all cozy mysteries, of course. Mayhem ensues. Finally, the last book that I listened to this week was Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys. I listened to this one again, and I thought it was really well done. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It's the story of a family during World War II. They are Lithuanian. They live in Lithuania, but when Russia takes Lithuania, they deport a lot of Lithuanian citizens. The main character and her family, main character is Alina or Lena, and her family are Lena. And her family are deported first to Siberia. Basically, it's her and her mom and her brother. Her dad is deported separately. This book addresses the atrocities committed by the Stalin government during that time frame. A lot of focus is put on what happened with the Nazis and Hitler, but Stalin was not a good man either. It was fascinating. I loved this book. I did not like it as much as I liked Rose Under Fire, which I just reviewed not that long ago, but I do think it's absolutely a worthwhile read. I think it's going to make you look at your life and at hope and freedom and everything we take for granted and what you would do if that was taken away. So I absolutely recommend that one. You've heard about it before because I've heard about it on BookTube. That's why I started reading it. I'm so glad I did. So those are the 4 books I read this week, and 2 of them were audiobooks. And one was mostly read. I think I had like 50 pages left in Escape to Havana. And now I'm drinking wine. By the way, it's not Saturday right now. It's not even really the weekend. I have to go to work tomorrow. I only have half a day though. I've got an appointment in the afternoon and my boss pretty much told me don't come back. I like hearing that. I got to spend about an hour and a half today doing my annual review, filling out all the good things I did this year, which was really difficult to do the day after having a really crappy meeting with your boss's boss and making your boss look like a fool. Because I'm sure she's reading that going, oh my God, did you forget? Did you forget that this happened? But I got to put a lot of really good things on that, so 2 thumbs up for that. Overall, I feel like I started out this, I'm Eeyore. My week sucked. Please feel sorry for me. But my week didn't suck. You know what? I got a lot done at work. I have my cat, I have my dog, I've got the world's greatest husband ever who drove an hour and a half while really stressed about the fact I'd been in an accident to pick me up, and he's taken such good care of me all week. I'm really grateful for everything I have in life, and if the worst thing that happened to me this week was I lost a vehicle, that's the worst thing that happened. There is so much worse that can happen to me, as is evidenced by Between Shades of Grey. I really think, you know, it's a good thing to reflect on how happy and grateful I am that I am where I am. I am able to do everything I do. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Erin. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it wasn't too much of a wah wah. Keep watching. I've got some other videos coming up. I've got my entire Vlogmas schedule right here. So today, according to this, is the 3rd of December. Coming up tomorrow, I'm hoping to do a video on running gear. I am a runner. I may not look like one, but I am a runner. I want to share some of my gained wisdom. I run mostly shorter distances, like the 5K kind of event, but I have done a half marathon and I'm trying to train for another one, but it just keeps getting thrown off the rails. Thank you, car accident. And then I'm going, I've done my November wrap-ups already done. You're probably going to see my grown-up Christmas list. I'm not sure what that's going to entail yet. I've got a video about my holiday gift giving. I went Costco shopping and it was for a family in our adoptive family at work. And I've got Top 5 Wednesday coming up this week. I'm participating in that. And I'm going to talk a bit about audiobooks and possibly reading Burnout this week. So those are some videos that are going to be coming up, hopefully, as long as I get them all done and edited before you need to see them. I will be here every day this month. Even when I'm on vacation, I'm going to be here. I'm not really here. You're going to see me here, but I'm going to be somewhere else. I hope you stick with me for the journey, and I look forward to your comments. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe.